Baby dolls, special update. I don't accept bribes. I'll never accept the bribe. I am in the trenches here with you. And the bribe sizes are getting bigger and bigger. They used to be $500. Now they're trying to bribe me with $20,000. It's probably going to hit $100,000 one day. Let's see how far that grows. Recently, there was a coin, friends, here. A coin made. Now, this is the thing, all right? I don't accept bribes. And what's most important is I don't want people to gamble under false pretenses using my name. I don't want them to do that at all, especially when I give you guys the whole blueprint and the framework of Cycle 1 narratives and coins and what to do and how to navigate crypto. So obviously it runs counter to all of those teachings anyway. Okay, so with this coin, there were larger people backing it. Okay, so this is different than everything else. There's larger people backing it. So they could basically up the bribe, if you know what I mean. And the bribe gets upped with my coin supply given to my public address. The numbers were so big that when I saw it, I was like, no one's ever going to believe that. In terms of when they send you the coin supply, it just basically says a higher portfolio value. And it said $5 million in my public account. Now, when it happened, I was just like, friends, I wasn't even at home. I was out. And I was like, you know what? No one's going to believe that. No one's going to believe that. Everyone knows what liquidity is. No. People believed it. Okay. Literally, while I was out, I got 3 phone calls. I was getting this is the strangest part. I got a DM on Discord while I was out from a baby doll. Like, shout out to you, Ron. I haven't heard from this, bro. I thought you were dead. You haven't heard from you 2.5 years. This guy comes out saying, congratulations, you've got multiple millions of dollars in there. I was like, what? Who's this guy? Well, I know who you are, but you have 2.5 years, bro. I thought you were dead. I thought you died in the bear market. Like, this guy thinks I go, no, bro, do you understand what liquidity is? Then I'm checking WhatsApp. I've got people in real life buying it. I'm like, no. So I set a big wall. I go, that's it. No one's able to gamble on this one. You just all get out and you can fumble on each other. Now, here's the thing, right? You're probably going to say, well, look, friends, I don't accept bribes. So this is the same as you are in a house. You're sleeping. A thief comes in, a criminal, takes a shit on your pillow while you're sleeping, and then goes and robs you from your safe. The first time, you clean up the poop. Okay? The 7th time, you say, hang on. Something doesn't smell right. This guy is not getting enough fiber. And then you realize, wait a minute. I'm going to be cleaning up poop every few weeks for the next 1.5 years of this bull market. That's exactly what I've been doing for the past 6 months. The bribe sizes are getting bigger and bigger. And that's what people are doing. And they're gambling on the false pretenses of my name. So obviously I can't stop people gambling. Of course not. Just telling you, I didn't like how everybody saw, wow, you've got $5 million. You don't have $5 million, sirs and madams. You don't have that much liquidity in there. Like I told you, market cap, all right, is a number of how much everyone thinks they have. The bid side liquidity is actually the door of the house. How much can you actually exit out of the house? That's the bid side liquidity, okay? So I just set a big wall. Everybody realized, oh, he's not going to play ball. And then it all scrambles out and pulls and they go launch another coin. Good. So basically, the goal was achieved. All right. Now, obviously, now what I've done is, okay, I didn't tell everyone I was doing this because I didn't tell everyone I was doing this at the start. Why? Because then people were going to hold off. And then as soon as I do it, they just start gambling again. And it doesn't teach anybody any lesson. Okay. So what now I've done is I have now sent it to Richard Hart's burner address, the sacrifice deployment address. By the way, if you're wondering, why does Richard Hart have an avatar with all these Photoshop pictures of him up there? It's because OG Faraday, see, chart pick just set by OG Faraday. So I think he has like either donated that pick or he set that pick on that address. I think he's done that on D-Bank. So if you're wondering why that picture appears, okay. So I think everyone should actually just leave it there. Leave it there. Why? Because once we do really, really well and we're pumping up, all right, you just leave it there, because I want everyone to be, it's a reminder of everyone that they were too scared to DCA these lows. They were too scared, friends. Do you know, I'm still getting messages today. They go, wow, my friend Somi, I was literally a moment away from clicking sell after the corrupt SEC, and you said, screw it. They're a bunch of semen drinkers. They don't know anything. Guess what? Look what ends up happening, you know? So that's what ends up happening. Now, here's the thing, friends. I can't stop people gambling. Of course I can't. But, look, there's no real ethical way to do this. However, there is a way where you let market forces happen, and at least you can plant a little seed and maybe something grows out of it. So, for everyone out there, I know, friends, this is the funniest part. That all these people who try to do this stuff, remember, they don't put their faces on it. They're putting my face on it. And look, I can't stop people doing it. It is what it is. However, if you're going to do that, you have option A or B, or you could do both. Option A, you put a 1% tax fee. There's one coin out there that does it, and they route it into PLS or ETH, the gas fee, and then it just sends to my public address. So you're basically just giving me just get 1% tax fee degen, basically, of the trading activity. Another thing you can do is you can provide liquidity of the coin at the start. Use maybe 9mm. You can set it to a 1% fee. So that's like a tax fee automatically. You can use dex.9mm.pro. So you can do of your coin with PLS or the gas fee, whatever it is, or it's on ETH, whatever it is. And then you can just send me the liquidity token. And that way, you've just done that. Because I know you're going to gamble anyway. What am I going to do? I can't stop anyone. You know what I mean? Like, friends, I already know. People are just going to make fake AI videos of me and just be like, baby, I am your friend's hobby. Come and buy this coin, baby. I know they're going to do that. Okay? The thing is, though, this is what basically I got spooked when people who I thought were dead, literally dead from the bear market, I thought they were actually dead, when they're messaging me and they're watching my public donation wallet, right? And I was like, whoa, everyone knows about this. Everyone's watching it. You know what I mean? And they're like, yes. And people started FOMO buying it. I was like, that's weird. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing. I could just say, guess what? Let everybody sink to the floor and screw everybody. I'm not like that person, okay? And be like, oh, well, yeah, go do whatever, everything. No. At least I have some boundaries and set some rules and parameters here, okay? So I don't like receiving big coin to play. Well, I can't stop everybody doing it. But now, basically, I've sent a signal to the market. Don't you dare do that, because you're going to have big fat sell war, and then your activity of the degen stuff is not going to be able to basically play out. Because at the end of the day, you know what it pretty much is, right? It's pretty much the same thing. It's people try to make a coin, try to get your attention. Yeah, try to get people's attention to do that. People are going to gamble and speculate anyway, but what they basically want is they want access to my fingers and my mouth, okay? Not for the things you're thinking about, okay? Family friendly show. That's what they want. It's literally they want access to that. Use that profile or the YouTube channel that you're watching on now. Use that to talk about this thing and just send attention that way. But, you know, man, you know how this all ends. You know how it all ends. You're here to play the cycle. That's why, man, when you're a Maxi, friends, you gotta remember, okay, there's only one person who can actually be a Maxi, and that's a founder. Why? It's because the founder got all the coins, all right? They got all the coins. They know how to get the coins. They're there from the start, and they have a competitive edge. They know that they're going to be committed to this thing, and that's their competitive edge. They go, oh, people don't trust me yet at the start, right? But they don't know that I'm going to be here for 5 years, and I got X amount of money, and I got this amount of deals, and no matter what, I'm going to make this thing work. So that's their competitive edge. That's why founders, and guess what? They mint the coins for free. Why don't founders go make an idea, an application that just uses Bitcoin for their app? Why don't they do that? Well, it's because you can't just go mint Bitcoin. It's because it's costly to go mint Bitcoin. You understand that? And people wouldn't want to keep handing it in over and over and over again. And the ones that do it work. So people are learning, right? So it's harder and harder. You see, so that's why people just keep making token generation stuff out of nowhere. By the way, I just got a message from one of the baby dolls as well, just telling me crypto Banter show. So shout out to Ranny Boo. Okay, Ranny Boo. Ran, I'm not look, this is just, I'm telling you guys, friends, just on the show, they're showing everyone how to make meme coins. All right, now, come on, man. Oh gosh, well, like just saying, when 500,000 people are gonna be taught how to make meme coins, what do you think that means, friends? Do you think you're early? Do you think I'm early at this point? It doesn't feel like that. It feels like, oh man. So there you go, friends. Okay. What I've been going through in terms of like, hey, coin appears and do all this stuff. It happens like every 4 to 6 weeks. It's starting to ramp up because the bribes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I remember the first bribe was like $100. Like, forget it. You can't speak English. You know what I mean? It was funny. So the bribes are getting bigger. And what happens is, see, you're probably sitting at home, friends. There are people out now with portfolios that are not going to make it. Okay, we don't know which ones they are, but just statistically, there are big portfolios that will underperform the average index. Of course they are, because the average is the average here. And that crowd will get more and more desperate at the very, very end, and they will basically beg me to take the bribes. That's what the top's going to be. The top is going to be, listen, why don't you just take this bribe and talk about this, because there's this many people and they've all come from Coinbase. So basically what they're doing is, look, I know what it is. Basically, like, they're basically saying, look, it's a bull market. Everybody's done this thing. You are promoting to exit liquidity anyway. These people are 5 steps removed from our relationship and friendship. So you have our YouTube and our social circle, and then branching out. That's how people rationalize it. They go, well, those outsiders over there who have come in, they're non-believers, which that's the game, by the way, friends. You know, it's just, that's the game. So yes, the crowd's going to be more and more desperate to get that. Why? Because everyone's going to be trying to play catch up, because you're seeing Dog with a Hat and Pepe and all these other stuff run. Okay, so I'm completely aware of what it is, and I'll also be reporting it to you. So this is like a mental marker for you. Oh yeah, remember that time when my friend Somi made a video talking about bribes and stuff, and went from $500 to 20 grand? Yeah, maybe I'll talk to you. He goes, whoa, guys, I got offered like a 40 grand one or a 50 grand bribe. You know what I mean? And then, like, I wonder what it's going to be like. Make me an offer I can't refuse. Friends, you also want to wonder, why are they offering a 20 grand bribe? I'll tell you why. Okay, by the way, I'm still undervalued at that point. My bribe should be 100 grand. Okay, they should be 100 grand. Why? Because, okay, for Drift, we raised like 380 grand or 400 grand. All right. With Clip, we went to 780,000. You see what I mean? I'm accelerating over time. So people out there finding me, the channel's growing. Our pool is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why, friends, more and more people want to put my face on stuff and do things, okay? So I'm going to spin the helicopter hat one more time. Make sure you get enough fiber. Wink, wink. Now, these types of numbers, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what the bribes are for, friends. I'm not stupid. You know, that's basically, if there's a liquidity pool, if they pay me 100 grand, they know, hey, if you keep talking about this thing that we've bribed you to do, you will enter like 500,000 to 1 million into the pool, and we can exit. You know, so you give someone 100, but he's bringing in 500. You see, 500 to 1 million. Like, I think Clip was like almost 800,000, right? So think about it, put 100. So you see, it's always beneficial for them to do that. And by the way, you got to think about this. Like, see, me and you are learning now. I've got, there's what, 30,000 people on Twitter Rudies, and there's like 20 something. I don't even know what the number is on YouTube's, right? The subscriber count. I'm thinking like, whoa, man. What are the $100,000 people, the 100K follower people doing? The 100K subs. Wow. What type of bribes are they taking? Look how much money they pull, friends. You see that? You got to think about this, man. Just telling you. With someone, see, if you actually want to know, if nobody sold the coin, no one sold the coin. If I can bring in $800,000, that is roughly a market cap of between 40 to 80 million. Of a coin. You see? 40 to 80 million. But that's with like aggressive shilling and explain everything. Aggressive, you know what I mean? But you get the full amount. You understand? People got to keep putting it in. They got to think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. That's why you can see that's like it's all these people who are doing these shot callers and all this stuff. They have a certain amount of money that rotates in after them, that joins into the liquidity pool. Okay, so look, it is what it is, friends. The game is to sell to people who are non-believers who come in at the end. That's it. You can't do anything about it, all right? And yes, unfortunately, that's how humans, how we rationalize it. They go, well, I'm just selling into the public market, but who's Who's buying it from you up there at the public market? It's probably late stage Coinbase customers. You know what I mean? People who come in after the Ethereum ETF. People like really, really, really late. People coming in next year. That's how you have to. That's how people rationalize it. That's how I guess the market and everyone's agreed. Go. You know what? That's pretty much okay. It is what it is. We're just leaving it up to market forces and chance. You know, because people keep chasing greed. You chase greed, and that's what happens. Okay. By the way, all our crypto goes to zero. All the stock market people will say, "Well, guess what? You deserve to go to zero because you're greedy." You know, so it's relative everywhere. It's basically in a certain cycle of period of time. You got to buy in the depression, so in the euphoria. I've said it to you 1,000 times. So, like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.